Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GGB Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have your self to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man. Salute to everybody for tapping on in. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. We got a mic check. 1 2 1 2. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. Salute to everybody for tapping on in. And man, bro, this never ends. But again, you know, the motto that, you know, all of the detractors say is everybody lying. They say everybody's lying. And that is the motto they live by. But this situation is not going to be as simple as that. Now, for you guys who don't know what's going on, I'm about to explain to y'all what's going on. Diddy and another celebrity are once again being accused. Now, as of right now, I believe that celebrity may be in the phase of getting a letter from Tony Busby. As far as is a demand letter, because that other celebrity has not been named yet in this allegation. Again, the other celebrity has not been named yet. Matter of fact, there is the lawsuit now. It is from a man by the name of Michael West. Now, this man is accusing Diddy and the other celebrity of sexual assault and battery. He's actually filed a complaint for sexual assault and battery, gender violence, and neglect of supervision. Now, he's not saying that Diddy personally sexually assaulted him. He's saying that Diddy and the celebrity cheered on the sexual assault of him by another man at Diddy's party. And I'll let you guys know exactly what he is talking about here. Now, as you guys see on your screen, Michael West has come out and basically stated, and I will give you guys some of what he said. He says, defendant Sean Combs utilized his status as an A-list celebrity and mogul in the entertainment industry to lure the plaintiff to a party at his Los Angeles mansion with the intention of drugging and sexually assaulting him. Now, this is in 2023. These allegations come from. So just a couple years ago. It says this case seeks compensatory and punitive damages for that sexual assault. The conduct described herein is shockingly typical of how Sean Combs conducted himself for many years. Many individuals and entities facilitated and conspired with his abhorrent conduct. Sean Combs believes he's above the law, and he is not. For decades, Sean Combs abused, molested, R-worded, assaulted, threatened, and coerced men, women, and bleeps, and others for sexual gratification to assert dominance and conceal his abhorrent conduct. He accomplished these acts and through a criminal enterprise built on his success as a rapper, record producer, and record executive. Diddy is one of the wealthiest musical artists in the world, behind a facade of being a three-time winner, discovering and developing multiple famous musical artists, and ranking on Forbes list as the highest paid entertainers in the world. There existed something sinister, a dark underbelly of crime, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, bribery, and prostitution. Sean Combs is a menace to society, women, and children. While his wealth has kept him above consequence for years, Combs now faces an awesome power of the American justice system and ultimately a jury of his peers who will be asked to punish him for the deplorable conduct described herein. Right? So basically, um, the allegations go as this, and I will get right to them. Right? Um, As a matter of fact, I want to put this on the screen so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Put this on the screen for y'all because I don't want y'all to miss this. Let me see. And then he says, defendant John or Jane Doe's 1 through 10 are currently unknown celebrities and or persons of interest who enabled or conspired with the commission of the conduct complained of herein. As the parties engage in discovery, the plaintiff retains the right to amend the complaint and add these other celebrity individuals by name. God dog, man. Um, each of the Combs corporations aided and abetted Combs in committing the unlawful sexual violence against the plaintiff described herein are alter egos for Combs. Um, Completely dominated him for the use of personal interest and engaged in wrongdoing, which harmed plaintiff and others, and or serve or had served as vehicles for Combs to move, dispose of, and or insulate his assets, including in connection with his criminal activities, and to avoid compensating the victim of his many crimes, including the plaintiff. Now, the allegations, right, that are against Diddy from this man and this other celebrity. On June the 20th, 2023. So he gives an exact date. He says on June the 20th, 2023, the plaintiff was utilizing a dating app called Grindr when he matched with an individual who described himself as a party promoter. He invited the plaintiff to attend uh, what was described as an exclusive party that would be attended by A-list celebrities. He provided the plaintiff with the address for the party as well as the instructions for how to get in once he arrived. The address that the plaintiff provided was blank, 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 and I won't read it on YouTube. Upon information and belief, defendant Sean Combs owned and lived at this address. Plaintiff took a taxi to the address and once he arrived was immediately taken by the impressive $60 million home. At the door, he was required to show proof that he was invited to the party. His phone was then taken by the event security who informed him that he would be able to get it back after the party was over. The plaintiff entered the party, which was in full swing by the time he arrived. The plaintiff mingled with other guests, noting the presence of several high-profile individuals in the entertainment industry. The plaintiff observed the party, which encompassed numerous different rooms, some of which had individuals engaging in sexual acts inside of them. The plaintiff made his way to a room that resembled a lounge area, with partygoers sitting, drinking, and conversing. He noticed that there were numerous bottles of champagne and ice buckets for the partygoers. The plaintiff wanted a drink, helped himself to a glass of champagne from one of the open bottles, and shortly after finishing his first drink, the plaintiff began to feel abnormally lightheaded, a sensation that far exceeded what one would expect to feel after a single glass of champagne. The plaintiff's memory quickly faded into a blackout. The next thing that the plaintiff recalled was awakening on the floor with his pants around his ankles, Plaintiff noticed that his genitals were exposed and that someone was groping and manipulating his wiener. He looked around and saw John Doe number one, a black male, groping him while defendant Sean Combs and another celebrity watched and encouraged John Doe number one. The plaintiff got up exclaiming, "Whoa, this ain't cool." The plaintiff pulled his pants back up and was made to leave. Defendant Combs made no effort to stop him, and the plaintiff quickly exited the party without retrieving his phone. While the plaintiff only saw John Doe number one touching him at the time he awoke, all of John Doe, Diddy, and a third individual appeared to be engaging in a group assault on the plaintiff due to their proximity and behavior. The plaintiff has dealt with significant mental and emotional trauma, pain and suffering, humiliation, and anxiety because of this assault, and he now brings this cause of action to seek justice for the actions perpetuated on him by defendant Combs. So now they're pretty much saying that Diddy and another celebrity, basically this dude said he was gang assaulted, and that Diddy and another celebrity were sharing it on. And he said they're identifying other celebrities who were at that party to out them and to out their names as well, right? Um, and that's the situation, right? That's the situation going on. And this is gonna be one of those ones, man. This definitely gonna be. And see, this is the thing. Everybody gonna talk about everybody a liar, bro. When you get this many people, bro, making these type of allegations, when you get this many men, then when you had the man that came out the other day, who was a what? He's a Hollywood executive producer, making these same type of claims against Diddy, saying this dude's a sick individual. But then you will have people who still come out and will defend this guy. It's disgraceful, man. I mean, it really is, man. It shows you that people have no moral code or ethics at all, because you don't even have to believe all the allegations. But you really believe that every single person is lying about this dude? You really believe that every single person is making these stories up about this dude? It just goes to show you how brainwashed our society is and how much people live in La La Land for real. You understand what I'm saying? It really shows y'all that. It really shows y'all how disgusting and disgraceful, um, our society really is. And this man, he didn't hide behind it. He put his name on it. He damn sure put his name on this one. He ain't hiding behind this. His name is Michael West. He not hiding behind it. And he said that he gonna name the other celebrities. Uh, as soon as he gets all that information secured, he's gonna name them in that lawsuit. Now, sometimes when other people don't get named in lawsuits, because they settle behind the scenes first to make sure their name never appears. That has happened many times. When you present evidence that you have, that can cause people to move a certain way. That's why it takes you back to the Cassie situation. Everybody talking about, oh, Cassie, she did this, Cassie did that. Diddy didn't have to pay Cassie. Cassie had already released the allegations to the world. Why would Diddy pay Cassie after she released the allegations? The damage had been done. If Diddy was innocent, why would Diddy have paid Cassie any amount of money if the allegations had already been put out there to the world? The world had already seen them. So by that time, he was toast, but he still paid her. That's the part people don't understand. Diddy refused to pay anybody else, but he paid Cassie after she released the allegations, not before. That is important. That shows y'all how worried he was. Now, I'm going to tell y'all why I think he did that. I believe that Diddy did that because he knew what was going to happen next was a press blitz, meaning the entire media was going to run down on Cassie and want Cassie to do interviews and fully get into the explanations about what happened. He probably never thought a federal investigation was going to come. Cassie probably never thought a federal investigation was going to come. She thought she was just gonna air this nigga out, get that cheese, and get the hell up out of there. But when everybody saw those allegations, that prompted the federal investigation. And here's the funny part. Diddy's legal team says, oh, they're targeting Diddy. How did the feds target Diddy when Cassie's the one that came out with the lawsuit and all the allegations? Make it make sense. Really, it was Cassie who targeted Diddy on those allegations. And here's the thing. When you pay that type of settlement after the allegations are released, let me repeat what I just said to y'all. When you pay that type of settlement after the allegations are released and still run around trying to tell people it's a lie, bullshit. Because if that's the case, why you ain't paying everybody else? Why are you fighting everybody else's allegations after they release them? But but here's the thing again, you let Cassie release her allegations. And then you paid her after she released them. Normally you pay it before she releases it so it doesn't get out to the world. Diddy paid it afterwards and then said, oh, well, everything she said wasn't true. And then that was proven to be a lie. But these people will come on YouTube and give Diddy the benefit of the doubt and say everybody else lying when a dude who was proven a lie. Because Diddy came out and said everything Cassie said in that lawsuit was a lie. And then came out the CNN tape. And that destroyed Diddy. So when Diddy's legal team says, oh, we own the domestic violence, you're liars. You literally didn't. When Cassie said all those things in that lawsuit and dropped it, Diddy said it was all lies. I have his actual statements. Diddy only acknowledged beating on Cassie and then didn't even say her name after the CNN tape came out. Right? So you can see Diddy doesn't take stuff serious. Diddy did not take the Fed raid serious. Why? He was still using drugs. Why? He was still having freak offs. Damn it, the nigga was about to have a freak off, or he did have a freak off, right there in that hotel in New York, right beside where the feds were at. That nigga was either burnt out, fried, or just didn't care. Wasn't taking it serious. The same thing as his trial. Diddy and his lawyers are not taking it serious. They called 0 witnesses in a federal trial where you're fighting for your life. They called 0 witnesses. They could get nobody to get on the stand and be willing to go through cross-examination. But these people want to come on YouTube and demonize everybody else and call these other people liars. You can't do that if you're not willing to go under cross-examination. Why wasn't anyone willing to get on that stand and go into cross-examination? Nobody is talking about that. That's the part, when these people come in here and tell y'all that shit, y'all have to ask that question. If Diddy was such a stand-up guy, if Diddy was so innocent, why is nobody willing to get on the stand and testify for him in his trial? That is a question that forever should be asked. Right? Let me try something out, y'all. Siri. How many witnesses did R. Kelly have testify for him in his trial? Let me see. Now check this out. Even R. Kelly had witnesses. See, this I'm gonna do a video about this. Even R. Kelly had witnesses. And we know R. Kelly was guilty, but he ain't even go to court without witnesses. Even Robert, matter what y'all say or do, gotta get this money. Watch out when they come for you. Take all of your honeys. First of the month and rent is due. Gotta get this paper. Now, I'm finna show y'all this. Cause see, this is how you ether niggas, right? When niggas come talking that yickety yak, this is how you come ether niggas. I'm finna show y'all right now. See, cause niggas say, hey man, and I'm finna show y'all. R. Kelly had more accusers than Diddy. There was way more people accusing R. Kelly than Diddy had accusing him. R. Kelly had like what, 10 victims that they was charging him with? See? But y'all want to talk about me, I'll show y'all. R. Kelly had witnesses on his defense, and he still got 30 years. Now this is the part that they won't tell y'all. R. Kelly had people that was willing to get on the stand and testify under oath for him. As a matter of fact, according to this article, at that time, among the witnesses the defense has called so far are Larry Hood, a former Chicago police officer who pleaded guilty to felony forgery charges and who's referred to some of the people hanging out in Kelly's studio as little hype girls on his testimony. Now, see, those are the type of people, and this is the reason why, and I got a video coming on this later on today. This is why Diddy called no witnesses, because his witnesses would have got their asses towed up. His witnesses would have got their ass towed up. Why? Because R. Kelly brought in witnesses, but R. Kelly witnesses was shady. Aftermath. R. Kelly witnesses was shady. Right? Right? That's what R. Kelly did. He brought in shady witnesses. Right? I'm about to show y'all this. And this is a reason why, another reason why R. Kelly didn't get much credibility, because of the type of witnesses he had. Now, let me show y'all this right here. And I'm going to stir fry niggas. Niggas don't want that smoke. Because when you have to start bringing out facts and talk factual information, they can't talk that. They can only talk gibberish. Right? A lot of these niggas can only talk gibberish. Right? So as y'all see right there, it says among the witnesses the defense has called so far are Larry Hood, a former Chicago police officer who pleaded guilty to felony forgery charges. So R. Kelly's witness was a felon. A felon police officer was his witness. What do you think that the government did to this nigga on the stand and his credibility? He has zero credibility. But he at least was willing to get on the stand for R. Kelly. He also had a former music collaborator, Dahani Ramadan, who testified that he was never on R. Kelly's payroll, but worked with him for 15 years. R. Kelly also had another witness named Jeff Meeks, a former runner for R. Kelly, who testified that he once saw a woman attempting to leave R. Kelly's studio. He also had another witness named John Holder, an accountant who worked for R. Kelly. These are all people who got on the stand and testified. The man put up a defense and still got 30. Diddy has nobody that's willing to get on the stand and testify for him. R. Kelly had convicted felons willing to get on the stand and testify for him. But they'll call everybody else liars. But won't tell y'all why these people won't get on the stand for Diddy, because they're gonna get their ass chopped up on cross-examination. It's gonna be ugly. And they know it. And secretly, a lot of these niggas that cheer for Diddy are ex-cons. I told y'all, Bean Pie Man, the nigga with the bean pie suits. Somebody tell me, is that nigga an ex-con? Somebody tell me. So you got to understand this thing, man. This is the type of shit I'm saying to y'all, bro. Why couldn't Diddy get zero witnesses? There is no excuse. If R. Kelly had witnesses, bro, there ain't no excuse Diddy ain't got no witnesses, bro. There ain't no excuse. Smash the like button too. Ain't no excuse. But they will demonize everybody who bring allegations against R. Kelly. They will against Diddy. They will demonize everybody that's willing to get on the stand and testify against Diddy when they get cross-examined. But Diddy ain't have nobody that had enough heart or balls to get up on the stand and testify against him. You know why? Because that same process they used to demonize those other people in cross-examination, they didn't want to do that with Diddy's witnesses. They ain't want Diddy's witnesses to get stir-fried on that stand by the prosecution. They know that. Diddy's lawyer originally came out saying, my client can't wait to get on the stand. He can't wait to testify. But then he didn't testify at all. You know why? Because they knew he was going to get his ass chopped, sueyed on that stand. They know it. They know Diddy was going to get humiliated. That's the only reason why you don't speak up for yourself. Let me tell y'all this, and this is trial 101. When you have something to hide, you are unwilling to speak up for yourself. If I'm fighting for my life and Diddy is facing life, he's facing 15 years to life on both sex trafficking charges that were not dropped. They still there. He's facing up to 10 years on each transportation of prostitution charge, which is still there. And he's facing up to life on the RICO charge, which is still there. Answer the question. But all they'll do is tell, oh, you hate nigga, you delude. No, nigga. Answer my question with facts. Answer my question. I told you, God, it's going to be tons and tons of more lawsuits coming forward, bro. This is when you see somebody obviously has real problems like in their life. And when you get away with this type of stuff for so long, it becomes normal. It's like a thief, ladies and gentlemen. It's like a thief that goes in a store, steals a candy bar, and gets away with it. Then they continue to do it. It comes a habit until they get caught. You might not get caught 40 times. They might walk in the store, steal something, and walk out, put it in their pocket, walk out like ain't nothing happened. Might walk in the store, steal something, put it in their pocket, go to the line, pay for something else, and walk right out of the store. And just do that all the time. There's some people that do that shit all the time. They'll walk right in the store, pick up a candy bar, eat it, don't pay for it, buy something else, and leave. Straight like that. And they got away with it, so they continue to do it over and over and over and over and over again until the day they got caught. But I know people not going to listen. They're talking about somebody hating, but I'm sorry, bro. You got this many people making these same type of allegations against this one guy, bro. There's something going on with that one guy. It's not that he's being targeted, this, that, the third, because that's the case. Why ain't all these other rich black men hit with 100 lawsuits? They ain't going to answer that question for y'all. They not. Why ain't Michael B. Jordan got 100 black men and women suing him for sexual assault? Answer that question, y'all. Why doesn't Michael B. Jordan have 100 people suing him? I'm just asking y'all a question. To the woman who says, I think a jury isn't going to follow the instructions, ma'am, don't read too much into that. You have to understand, people did the same shit with R. Kelly. They're always going to trump up something. People will trump up drama when there is no drama. Diddy's going to prison for a long, long time. That you have not to worry about. You guys put fear in yourselves and make yourselves afraid for no reason whatsoever. There's no reason for you to be afraid, nervous, shaky, don't know what's going on. Nah. So, yeah, most definitely. Right? And yeah, push come to shove, the worst thing is going to be a mistrial. And then it just goes right back to trial again with a whole different jury. Right? Think about what I'm telling y'all, bro. Y'all be too much worried about the other stuff, bro. See, the thing Diddy needs is he needs every juror to say he's innocent. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. But y'all let me know what y'all think. They don't put another celebrity in the mix now. I'm gone. Like, share, and subscribe. And salute to everybody support the channel. I appreciate y'all links at the top of the chat.
All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do. Stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.